During the process of rescuing a steel road bike from the 90s, I decided to do a flat bar conversion. I headed under the house to my N+1 stockpile and located a suitably flat bar. It was attached to a very poorly treated GT mountain bike. Yes, that's a Repco Superlight in the background. Some handiwork with a box cutter and hex wrench, and there we have our flat bar. Does it fit? Yes. Things like this rarely go my way, so I am momentarily overwhelmed with joy, until I realise the stem is twisted. So I swap that out and move on to the main reason we're here, which is, what is going on with those handlebar ends? A funnier person might have some quick-witted remark to say about this, but my comedy repertoire is mostly limited to bad puns, so let's cut to the point and talk about trimming those ends off. Why are we looking at the early rider? Well, it's the grips we're interested in, more specifically those green rings on the end. Turns out you can yank them off pretty easily and use them as a saw guide. You see, trying to trim handlebars freehand is hard to get right, so unless you have a Park Tool SG 7.2, you'll need a system to prevent your bars looking like this. Now take your green rings, Allen key and hacksaw blade, put your hacksaw blade behind your ear and slide the first ring past your cut mark. Slide the second ring over the end of the bar and use the hacksaw blade to ensure you leave a gap just wide enough to allow the saw to pass between the rings. Remember, you want it wide enough to let the blade through, but not so wide that the blade wanders. In the interest of pleasing the algorithm and not ruining my retention score, I'm not going to show you 3 minutes of me using a hacksaw, but I will say this, take it easy. Saving 1 minute here by going flat out and doing a bodge job doesn't make sense when you'll potentially be living with this bar for years. Now for the finishing touches. Smooth off the bird end. A flat profile file is perfect for the outside diameter and a rounded profile file for the inside. Finally, ask someone else to run their fingers over the end and let you know if you've left any sharp edges.